Ed Mylett once said that confidence is the promises you keep to yourself. And the more you show up for yourself by keeping your promises, the more confidence you'll have. Telling myself that I'm aligned with my purpose every single day is a promise that I'm keeping to my future self, and eliminating time-wasting activities is just one of those ways that I'm going to get myself there faster. If you don't know me yet, I am just a girl trying to live my best life and make this year my healthiest and wealthiest year yet. I'm essentially starting over with my health and wellness, my content creator journey, and everything in between, and I'm also a mother. So if you resonated with this video, I would appreciate a thumbs up, comment down below answering the questions I have pinned, and subscribe to this channel for more content just like this. I want you to ask yourself, what makes your life fulfilling? What would you actually rather be doing? If you need some help, my definition of a time-wasting activity means exerting energy towards something that doesn't align with my goals on my vision board. And I have a whole video right over here if you guys want to figure out how to best navigate making a vision board for the year. I want to make it clear that these time-wasting activities might also depend on your lifestyle, what you do for work, if you have children, whether or not you commute. So hopefully some, if not all of these, can also apply to you too. Personally, my life is centered around spending more time with my family because I think that is what matters most in life. And that's just something that I chose for myself. And I know everyone's circumstances are different. We all have the same amount of time in our days. And how you choose to spend your time is your problem. But I know this for a fact, we all crave to be efficient, drive results, and therefore gain more confidence back into our lives that we may have lost along the way. If I'm right, let me know down below. The very first habit that I eliminated at the start of the year, and I already made a video about this as well, it is not having a curfew or a set bedtime scheduled. Without a set bedtime, without a curfew, you don't have a moral compass as to what to say no to in your life. Having a set time in the day where you tell yourself that this is the promise that I'm going to keep to myself to make more time in my day, to be more productive, to spend time centering myself and grounding myself in what I actually am fulfilled by, that is why waking up early matters. And it doesn't matter what time of day you wake up. You might go to sleep later than I do, but still want more time in your day, and you might wake up at 7 a.m. as opposed to 9 a.m. The point here is that making sleep a priority in your life is foundational to good habits, good health, and a good life. So if you haven't yet, watch this video right over here to see how waking up early changed my life. And I don't live alone. My husband needs me. A lot of time, my baby needs me. I have maybe friends or family that text me that need something out of me. But scheduling in sleep is the best thing that you can possibly do for yourself. No one wants to wake up tired and lose valuable hours in their day. So why not set yourself up for success by making sleep a priority in your life if you can, and just watch how everything unfolds then. Listen to your body. I mean, if you are on this video, you're probably mid-20s to mid-30s, if not around that era, and you've lived enough to know how your body responds to certain times of the day. So create a curfew for yourself. And if you need some motivation, I will have a lot of books listed in my Amazon storefront that have helped me tremendously in reframing my mindset and performing in a way that highly successful people have already done before me. The next one is very obvious. It's another big one, micro-scrolling social media. Think about this for a second. Just 6 minutes of scrolling 10 times a day equals to 1 hour of wasted time. And if you do that every single day, that is literally a full work day that you are spending on social media when you could be building your business, getting more sleep, spending time with your husband, laughing with your kid, cleaning the house. Do you see where I'm getting at? All of these little tiny scrolls that you're doing throughout the day, you are literally training your brain to crave dopamine hits from your phone. And so what I try to do is I group all of my social media apps into one folder on my phone so that it's not readily available for me to tap on my home screen. I tried to make it so that there's more friction for me to click on those apps. I have ADHD. It's really, really, really easy for my brain to get off track and be distracted. And so I feel like I, out of all people, really need to be intentional about where my apps are. It doesn't even have to just be social media. It could be you open your text inbox, your email inbox, maybe your next door neighbor's app, maybe OfferUp, like you're trying to sell stuff. All of these apps are designed so that people can reach you faster. And if you want more time in your day, you need to make it so that these apps are so hard like to get to. Whatever is open on the first page of my home screen, it's curated so that I only open them if I'm trying to be productive. So I will put my apps on the second page of my home screen, and then all of those little tiny apps that are not social media, I'll also put it in a folder that is not on my home screen so that I am less likely to click on them. And also not having those badges on the little apps show up, so it puts a little red flag when there's something that you haven't read yet. Turn that off. I just make it so that my phone is not my main attraction for the day. I also mute or unfollow creators or accounts who I no longer align my values with. And again, this might not apply to you. You probably don't even have social media. Good for you. You are already a way ahead of most of us here. Getting all my screen time in from Monday through Saturday has really been a game changer for me, because taking one day off of social media, I likely won't miss anything important. I mean, in fact, I have my husband to update me on current events. And so, if you're really anxious about what's happening in the world, I would take a look at why that is and eliminate the cause altogether and see how that feels. A time waster that I consider lately has been going to a gym or fitness studio. While I valued going to a yoga studio or fitness studio for the beginner part of my fitness routine, I'm specifically talking about going to a gym that is open, that has no programmed activities, that is not very purposeful and personal to your fitness goals. If you are someone who really wants to get serious about saving time in your day, you need to consider the commute that it takes to go to the gym, the time that you might be wasting by walking around, finding equipment to use, waiting for equipment to use. Are you there to socialize? Are you there to actually build muscle? I stopped going to gyms a long time ago. I'm someone who is very science-based, and I want to know what will actually bring me results. And so for a long time, last year I actually went to a lot of Pilates and yoga studios. While I still love yoga and I love going to certain classes, I value my time at studios for the mental health aspect and the community aspect more than what's actually driving me results that I could actually just have at home. I don't know if you guys are familiar at all with Evlo, but they are a relatively newer fitness program founded by doctors of physical therapy, and they're extremely science-based, and they get super granular about what types of activities are actually building muscle versus not, especially in women. Really, just think about this for a second. If you are very early in your fitness journey and maybe you're just starting out walking 10K steps a day, if you're using a gym membership to just walk on a treadmill, consider investing in a walking pad that you can use while you're scrolling on social media. This eliminates the commute altogether and also just saves you energy and time. But anyways, let's go on to the next one, which is cleaning my house every single day. This does not work for someone like me who has ADHD. One day a week, and that is on Sundays when I have removed all of my social apps from my phone. This helps me stay mentally clear throughout my work days and helps me be way more present with my son without the guilt of feeling like I should be doing something else. Because when you're a mom, you know this feeling all too well. It also helps me because I am working for myself, and because I'm working 24/7, I need a set boundary time for me to do tasks around the house that I consider non-dopamine inducing. And one thing that I actually like to habit stack on top of cleaning days is getting lots of podcasts in. So I will do audiobooks or podcasts, YouTube videos I will play in the background. So if having a full cleaning day sounds intimidating to you, habit stack. Cleaning is a physical chore, but that doesn't mean that there isn't a mental chore that you can do on top of cleaning. So that saves you a lot more time as well. I don't know if that all makes sense, but hopefully it did. Lastly, I embraced Mel Robbins' Let Them theory. If you're not familiar, she just came out with a book. It basically talks about letting people be themselves without you trying to change them. So essentially, I eliminated trying to change others. Let people be who they are, and instead put your focus on modeling the behavior that you would like to see in them. Because ultimately, you cannot change anyone's behavior unless they themselves reframe their identity into becoming who you want them to be. And that will never happen because you are not them and they are not you. You are not responsible for fixing anyone's trauma or mistakes that they've made in their past. Time will always be the best teacher. If you are strong enough, you will see that to fruition. This single mindset shift has freed me from so much unnecessary stress and energy that I could be putting towards something else. These were my top 5. I want to know what your top 5 are in the comments, or just let me know what you learned if any of these resonated with you. I'm just your friend Shannon, so let's keep each other accountable this year and reach all of our goals together. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to this channel for more content, and I will see you in my next one. Take care.